I was just admiring this bird's tune. It takes a while between. Really beautiful. Very delicate. All of these birds have such a beautiful frequency. And like this is what's funny to me. Because the dualistic perspective, they're marketing all of these AI tools and frequency devices in the healing spiritual ego community. I don't know what else to call it. It's more to do with the technological breakthroughs of the frequencies. And I'm like, we're surrounded by frequencies if we just don't tear it down and build stupid cities, you know? Like listen to this. And this is the beauty of focus. When you know, just listen to this. This is healing for the body. You can spend so much money on healing technologies. And believe me, I know, like scalar devices, like I was there. I have the thing, you know? And it's wonderful. You can use that too. But don't forget and place your erroneous focus thinking that it's this technology that's so fantastic. It's not. It's so backwards. Like these birds, they are singing frequency attunement devices every single day. And we have singers that are channeling galactic knowledge that will open you up and sing to God. There are so many beautiful souls now doing so much amazing work using their natural instruments. It's much more healing for the body than any of these technological things, unfortunately. But we need to place things where they need to be if we want to talk about vibration and consciousness. So I felt to share that before starting. I asked Jesus to come and speak, so that that's introduced to all of you as well. So if you don't know what I'm doing, this is channeling. It is very much I'm coming through with things that I observe, and then I get into communion with higher consciousness, and in this case, Jesus. So all of these frequencies of nature has such, it's not just one frequency. It's not just 10 either. Like it's a plethora of frequencies. Have you ever been to the forest at night? It's an orchestra of frequency to, if you allow it, to lull you to sleep. It's such a wonderful thing. But we have been trained differently, you see? Our training has been to go against that natural thing, the natural rhythms, the natural flow of energy. That's what we have to get back to. And it's not like we have to stop with technology. Just be aware that nature is one of the most healing things that you can do. There is a reason for why, for example, there was this crazy doctor that was pretty much thinking for himself, took patients after cancer treatment or something out in the sun. And they were all going home sooner than anyone. Why? Because the sun, the rays of the sun, is so healing for the body. And then all of these stories about, like global warming and all that stuff, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. We have to get back to what's real. Like what's real. These bodies belong to Earth. It's not our bodies. These are the bodies that we are operating right now. That's the truth of it. That is our experience here. It's not ours. We help make it, but it's from Gaia's material. Like it's all Gaia. It's all cells that we create. Us, the soul, what we call the knower, the one that knows things. And that is connected to the upper chakras. The lower chakras, upper 3. Lower 3 has to do with the body. And this is the Merkaba. The Merkaba, the triangle, that's male. 3 upper, male. We call that the knower. That's the one that comes with the knowledge. That's how you interpret those things in visceral experience here. And the body has 3 chakras that has to do with this experience. And what's that? Feminine. So, all bodies are feminine. And what is the masculine then? That is you. The one that is operating this. That is what the soul is. But the soul can be more aware or less aware of itself. But for that to be a reality, there needs to be harmonized the top 3 with the bottom 3. And when you have those 2 in harmony, meaning when you have corrected enough distorted thought patterns and distorted things in the body, which is a mirror, by the way, similar to mirror on the outside, but that mirror is on the inside, so you can find out a lot with just figuring out what's wrong with your body and look at the metaphysical meaning. There is a website, 2 websites actually, holisticmeaning.co and holisticbody.co. Body, you can go and search any body part. If you have any, like a knee pain or ankle, or you hit yourself, or just type in where, and then it will give you an approximation of what this could be as a guide, so that you can further enhance your intuition, so that when something pops up to you, you know what it is. That's Gaia communicating with you, right? It's time that we wake up to the reality of what's going on here. You are all the soul. This is where all of these spiritual people talk about you're all spiritual souls having a human experience. But that's all just a thought unless you do it in action, right? Because if you're just thinking, you're not living. Many beings are still thinking that they're living because they have acquired knowledge. And maybe they have certain spiritual connections here. But they have to do with the body. Because what many beings are compartmentalized, which means that they are living one experience, thinking that that's the experience, but then the body, meaning they have all these problems here and there, that's the thing that is important to look at. These things outside, Your entire life is meant to be a magical event. Your whole life is meant to be a magical event. And it's up to you. That's the whole thing. It's only up to you, and the more awareness you have of the reality of what's going on here. It's about waking up to the truth of your energy, that you're much more powerful than you have been taught. What a good training, huh? Training out of the most natural thing that we are, which is pure potential. Like, we are so powerful. But for you to tap into that power, you have to go through the corrections of all the chakras, the top chakras and the lower chakras. It's not enough to just do one of them if you have something still going on. Sometimes you have sort of let it go, and it's just the body that needs a little loosening, and they're both gone. Sometimes that can happen. But sometimes also beings will go and they will treat body, thinking that that's going to solve it, when their thinking is not changing. That is a big problem, because the thinking will just recreate stuff in the body, you see, because it is a mirror of the thinking. So you have to loosen the thinking in order for you to actually get well. Because the problem is that people are misinformed deeply about the nature of what health is, what true healthy energy is. Like, it's just common sense to me now. It didn't used to be. I was also disconnected. And then I went through all of this awakening with a very challenging situation for this body. And we got linked back up to the mothership. And so that's how I started channeling. So now you know a little bit of me as well. I know many channelers are different from the way that I channel. Mine is very fluent between the two. Many are channeling in a way that is more like, it's like a switch. It's like on-off. I don't know if you've seen these like really deep trance channelers. I don't think that's healthy, to be honest. I don't think that's a healthy balance, because it's so abrupt to the system. But they've had to do it because they needed to get through to them. So I totally respect the process. You know, higher knowledge needed to get through. And sometimes higher knowledge just needs to get through. And if you can get through and it's working, you know, job, that's what we're here for. We're here to inject light. But before you can even start to inject light, it's your responsibility to balance yourself out first. As a light worker, this is your primary key thing to remember, is to plug yourself in. Otherwise, you are actually creating chaos in the world as well. So if you truly are a light worker, take this seriously. Because connecting with the body is one of the most important things you can do if you care for this planet. And if you care to actually raise your frequency you are a light worker. Now act like one. And please don't be offended if you are already doing that. If you do, you got work to do. They're so playful. So, if you enjoy this content, then there are more content like this where we dive deeper. Sometimes after I will add in some more, and that is sometimes not visible here. In order to get access to that, all you have to do is you have to complete the 28 days all the way through, and then after you will get a chance to join the community where everything will be, you will get much more access to everything in there. And so that is available to all of the ones that have gone through that. So if you haven't, sign up and then take that 28 day, commit to those 28 days, and then you'll be rewarded afterwards. All right. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to share for now. That's what we wanted to share for now. And we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.